Welcome to this channel. Here we are going to talk about our Holy Bible. And today's story will be about Adam and Eve, so let's go to history. Then the Lord God gave birth to all his creation. He planted a garden in the region of Eden, in the east, and there he put the human being he had formed. The Lord caused beautiful trees of all kinds to grow there, yielding fruit good for food. In the middle of the garden was the tree that gives life and also the tree that gives knowledge of good and evil. In Eden a river was born that watered the garden and, leaving there, divided, forming 4 rivers. The first is the Pison, which surrounds the region of Havilah, where there is gold. The gold in that region is pure, and there is also rare perfume and precious stones. The second river is called Gihon. He goes around all the region of Cush. The third river is the Tigris, which flows east of Assyria. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. So the Lord God put the man in the Garden of Eden to take care of it and plant crops therein. And the Lord gave the man the following order. You may eat the fruit of any tree in the garden, except the tree that gives knowledge of good and evil. Do not eat the fruit of that tree, for in the day that you eat of it you will surely die. Then the Lord said, It is not good for man to live alone. I will make him someone who will help him as if he were his other half. After the Lord God had formed every wild animal and every bird out of the ground, he brought them to the man to name them. And they took the name the man gave them. He named the birds and all the domestic and wild animals. But for Adam there was not found a helper like the other half of him. Then the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. While he was sleeping, God took one of his ribs and closed the flesh in that place. From that rib the Lord formed a woman and brought her to the man. Then the man said, Now yes. This is flesh of my flesh. And bone of my bones. She will be called woman. Because God took it out of man. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and unites with his wife, and the two become one person. Both the man and his wife were naked, but they felt no shame. The snake was the smartest animal that the Lord God had made. She asked the woman, Is it true that God commanded you not to eat fruit from any tree in the garden? The woman replied, We can eat the fruit of any tree, except the fruit of the tree that is in the middle of the garden. God has told us that we must not eat this fruit or touch it. If we do that, we will die. But the snake said, You won't die at all. God said this because he knows that when you eat the fruit of that tree, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. The woman saw that the tree was beautiful and that its fruit was good for food. And she thought how good it would be to have understanding. Then she picked a fruit and ate it, and she gave it to her husband, and he also ate. At that moment the eyes of the two opened, and they realized that they were naked. Then they sewed some fig leaves together to use as loincloths. On that day, when the evening wind was blowing, the man and his wife heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden. So they hid from him, among the trees. But the Lord God called the man and asked, Where are you? The man replied, I heard your voice when you were walking in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked. That's why I hid. Then God asked, And who told you you were naked? Did you eat the fruit of the tree I forbade you to eat? The man said, The woman you gave me to be my mate gave me the fruit, and I ate. Then the Lord God asked the woman, Why did you do that? The woman replied, The snake tricked me, and I ate it. Then the Lord God said to the snake, Because of what you've done, you will be punished. Among all animals, only you will receive this curse. From now on you will crawl on the ground and eat the dust of the earth. I will make you and the woman enemies of each other, and so will your offspring and her offspring. It will crush your head, and you will sting the heel of its offspring. To the woman God said, I will increase your pain in pregnancy, and in great pain you will give birth to children. Despite this, you will want to be with your husband, and he will dominate you. And to Adam God said the following, You did as your wife said and ate the fruit from the tree I forbade you to eat. Because of what you've done, the land will be cursed. You will have to work hard all your life in order for the land to produce enough food for you. It will give you weeds and thorns, and you will have to eat herbs of the field. You will have to work hard and sweat to make the earth produce some food, until you return to the earth, for out of it you were formed. You were made of earth and you will become earth again. The man named his wife Eve because she was the mother of all human beings. And the Lord God made garments of animal skins for Adam and his wife to wear. Then the Lord God said the following. Now man has become like one of us, for he knows good and evil. He must not eat the fruit of the tree of life and live forever. So the Lord God expelled man from the Garden of Eden and made him cultivate the land from which he had been formed. God drove the man out, and on the east side of the garden he placed the cherubim and a sword of fire that went around in every direction. God did this so that no one would come near the tree of life. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave your like.